We have team winter weather coverage tonight in the natural state. Melissa Schroeder helps students build snowmen at Henderson State University. Fox 16's Josh Berry counting up the snow totals in Pine Bluff.
Ken Buffa checking out the streets in Star City, and Brittany Johnson driving roads in the capital city. But we want to begin our team coverage with Melissa, who's in Arkadelphia, where snow totals, Donna, reached 6 inches,
yeah, it did.
Bringing a lot of crews out. She joins us live tonight along Interstate 30. Melissa.
Hard to believe, guys, right? Well, I am standing here right off I-30. We just drove I-30 about 10-15 minutes ago, and good thing that the road conditions do seem to be in pretty good condition. But if you take a look behind me, you're going to see folks traveling about the speed limit out here. But when you move over to the left, look at that hazy fog over there. So that might be a concern for some drivers. Just keep that in mind. And look down here, you're talking about all that snow. Check this out. It is pretty deep here, and some of that slush is on the roadways. And although we have seen plows come through here, there may be some slick spots to be careful with. Earlier today also, we got a chance to go to Henderson State and talk to some kids out there. You would think with classes canceled today, you wouldn't see a lot of activity, but things look pretty cool out there. Take a look.
Students building snowmen instead of studying at Henderson State.
It's beautiful and I love being out of school.
It's the third day in a row with no classes.
We basically hang out, watch movies, play video games.
I like some of the ones with the benches and the different snowmen that are out.
Some students also use the gorgeous snow-covered landscape to get creative with photographs.
It looks like a winter wonderland. I like seeing the buildings just covered in snow.
Building snowmen, taking photographs, or even staying inside to watch a movie, but probably what students enjoyed most today, snowball fights.
Ah! I said not in the head!
Every corner of campus you could see someone making the most of their time off. And while the sun did make a guest appearance, it didn't melt the snow.
I think it's good.
That these students are loving.
Oh, it's awesome. I like it. It's like all snowy and wintry and
A good time out there this afternoon. And also want to let you know that Arkadelphia Public Schools have been closed for tomorrow. As far as Henderson State, we haven't got word from them just yet. We're reporting live tonight along I-30 here in Arkadelphia. I'm Melissa Schroeder, Fox 16 News.
And one of the hardest hit parts of the state, Pine Bluff and the Jefferson County area, seeing about 6 inches of snow. The snow may have stopped, but now power outages have people there facing the reality of a night without electricity. Fox 16's Josh Berry joins us live in Pine Bluff with the latest on this. And Josh, some people enjoyed the day, but for others, it turned into a nightmare.
It did, and I know you mentioned the 6 inches of snow, but at times it feels like I'm standing in over a foot of snow, and it's like that in much of the area down here. And with all the snow, went some of the power. At the peak amount, more than 2,100 Entergy customers were without power tonight. And I know you mentioned the fun, and that's not an example of it, but some people did take the snow and made it their own playground. We were there today in the empty mall parking lot here in Pine Bluff, where several drivers took the opportunity to have some fun doing donuts. We don't recommend it, but they said they had a blast. It wasn't all cheery elsewhere, though, as the snow did knock out that power to thousands as tree limbs weighed down by the snow brought down power lines with it. Entergy here in this area had to bring in 150 additional resources on top of their own available manpower. The power outage number did start to decline. Good news there, since about 6 o'clock when the snow stopped.
Well, I mean, it's a priority for energy in general, but in these frigid temperatures, you got the elderly and sick, and so we make an effort to quickly get the power back on safely so that everybody can go home safe.
Now, we do know from Entergy that there was one specific power grid that they were working to get back on tonight. That helped about 900 people back to have power before they went to bed. But we do know, and Entergy tells us, that more than 1,000 people will likely still spend the night in the dark. We are live in Pine Bluff. Josh Berry, Fox 16 News.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. Meanwhile, Ken Buffa traveled past Pine Bluff today down to Star City, and on the way he snapped some pictures of drivers having a hard time in the snow, posting them on his Twitter account at Ken Buffa. You can take a look here. Here's one car that just spun off the side of the road, and then as we scroll down, he posted another truck bites the dust, and one more. This particular one skidded off the roadway. Dangerous conditions down there, and tonight Star City is slowly digging itself out from the snowstorm. Ken Buffa joins us live with more on how the city is doing its best to get back to normal. Ken?
Kevin, you're right. Slowly is a good word. We're here on the side of Highway 425, and you can see that this road is completely clear. You have a little bit of slush in the center, but not too much. But I want to show you the gas station, the only one open on the strip right now. That is full of slush, just to give you an idea on how much Star City was pummeled today. Whether it was driving down or driving in, Star City had its light dimmed by snowfall after the storm dropped several inches.
Terrible. Roads are terrible.
This driver says she drove from Little Rock.
I mean, they're covered with ice. There's cars going off left and right.
On her way down Interstate 530, spun out cars lined the highway. And how many cars did we see go off?
7 so far.
At the only gas station open on the main strip, employees say heavy snow brought heavy business.
Yeah, we was real busy. We've been busy all day.
Residents sliding out of their homes to grab last-minute goodies. Also using the station for a headquarters to share safe routes and stories of being stuck.
Yeah, they had to go down this hill and up a hill, so they was like they couldn't get in. They had the roadblock, so because of the ice and how deep the snow was.
As the snowstorm crept away,